Hi there. My name is Steve Irwin. I am a relationship manager with Wursta, a premier Google partner. And today I'm going to provide a quick overview of Google Workspace's security investigation tool. This is a super powerful feature within Google Workspace that can provide a lot of value to administrators within the organizations as well as to the organization itself. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes today to discuss the investigation tool, what it is, when or why it might be used, and then how to utilize it. Investigation tool itself is a feature that is available in Enterprise Plus edition of Google Workspace. And on the surface of it is pretty self-explanatory from a functionality standpoint by its name itself. Google Workspace administrators can utilize the security investigation tool to identify, triage, and take action on security and privacy issues within your domain. So you can search through Gmail, Drive, or devices. You can access Gmail log data to find and erase malicious emails, mark emails as spam or as phishing. You can access Drive log data to investigate file sharing within your organization, investigate the creation and deletion of documents, and investigate who accessed those documents and more. You can access device data to get a clear view of which devices and which applications are being utilized to access your data within your domain. And a new feature will also allow searches through calendar events and chat logs as well. So the important piece of this is that administrators can create activity rules to prevent and detect and then also remediate security issues within the domain more efficiently, and then take actionable steps to secure the domain based on those search results. This quite simply allows administrators to ensure that the security and privacy policies for the organization are being followed, keeping the domain secure and organizational data and intellectual property safe as well. So based on that, I'm just going to walk you through some quick step-by-step and quick walkthrough of the security investigation tool itself. From the Google admin console, you can reach it in a couple of different places. Through the security section, you'll see actually if you scroll down here that the investigation tool is right here and you can click on that. However, first I'm going to show you kind of on the dashboard because a lot of administrators spend a lot of time in the administration dashboard or the security dashboard looking through different things. So if we're looking at maybe some ranges where we were looking back in time from say March, we might see some external file sharing data here if it actually pops up and we do it. You can actually drill down into the report there. And this actually shows some sharing events that pop up. And then from this page as well, you can actually drill down even further. And you might see this one here, this document here is an issue. And you can actually click on right here and open a new investigation. When that new investigation opens, it pulls up the investigation tool and it already has the conditions added that would apply to that specific document there. So you can actually add conditions if you want, but you can actually then scroll down and take a look at it. You can see different versions here. And if you click on one or click on all of them, the actions button pops up here to which you can pull that up and then take a look at these. We'll walk through this a little bit more in detail when I talk about the Drive logs, but you can see kind of the different options that are available there as well. So I'm going to walk you through about 3 different examples here of why you might utilize the investigation tool. First one being through Gmail messages. You can see I've already pulled this up for Gmail messages, and you can see that I've pulled up a couple of different conditions, but you have several different conditions that you can choose from. I chose the sender being a specific person, as you might want to or need to take a look at emails that this person was sending out. But you can also take a look at attachments, dates, message sizes, recipients, etc. And then also combine those conditions in either an and or an or format to where you can take a look at that. So when we pull the search and click the search button, we have a a bunch of them pop up here. So for instance, these are different emails and who the owner is, meaning who the recipient was. These were all from Brian Kelleher. And then you can actually drill down, click on this specific email here. It shows you the header, and you can take a look at some additional information. If for some reason you needed to actually look at the entirety of the email, you can click on message, give a justification for why you're actually looking at that, such as investigation, et cetera, and then it will actually pop up and show you the entire message. I won't do that here. The other option that you have is to click on this here, 3 dots that you see, and then you can actually pivot to all of the Gmail messages with that specific subject line. So then it pulls up just all of these here and actually pulls up a second search on that page where the subject line is already filled out, and then you can click on that there. So then from there, you can either click on all of them, or you can click on one specific one. If you had you had an email going to one specific person, maybe that was incorrect. And then again, you've got the actions button here up on the top right. You can click on that, and you've got the ability as the administrator to then go ahead and delete the message. You can mark it as phishing or spam. You can send it back to the inbox, or you can restore messages or send it into quarantine based on the rules and the policies that you have set for your organization. A second example here is actually with drive log events and file sharing, and that I was kind of talking about earlier. So in this instance here, we've pulled down drive log events. I've made the owner Brian again as well. You can add additional conditions or choose from a variety of conditions here on the first one. And again, you can choose add or. But if we go down here, this is the search results for that particular search. And let's say I have this particular Google spreadsheet here that you can see that I want to remediate or take a closer look at and get a little bit more granular in terms of the ability to look at it. So with drive log events or file sharing, I can pull this up, check that particular one, or if I knew they were all there, I could actually check on all of them as well. But in this particular case, I'll check on this one and click on the actions button, and you can see the different users there. So I can add users, I can remove users, I can disable anybody receiving that document or having that document from downloading, printing, or copying that document if I want to make it a view-only type of document. I can change the owner. So if Brian is on vacation or Brian left the company, I can change the owner to somebody else. The audit file permissions is where we're going to go next, because this actually kind of gives a little bit more detail and the ability to kind of do all of those things in kind of one pane of glass. So now you can see kind of who all the document has been shared with. You can see Brian here is the owner, and you can see some different people here. Now, if I want to say make sure everyone at Pilot at this domain should not have access to it or editing access to it, I can actually go in there, click on the drop down, and remove access there. As you can see, that email is gone. However, the change has not been saved yet. So you've got pending save changes with the little one bubble here, the ability to save or cancel down below. But this also means that I can make multiple changes at one time. So if I want to remove access from everybody, and maybe Brian has left the company, so I want to make Gerald now the owner, and maybe Rico here shouldn't have edit access. Maybe he should only have view access. I can make all of those changes there, and then I can either save them all at one time or I can cancel. I can also do individual changes as well. And then the third example I want to show you really quickly is just on devices as well. So I put in devices. I added 0 conditions here on the search because I just wanted to pull up all the devices within the domain or accessing the domain. And I noticed this Windows here with Steve. It's me. But let's just, for instance, say that I wanted to actually change something there, or I wasn't supposed to be accessing it on my Windows versus maybe my Mac. So the administrator can come in, click on that one here, and you've got a set of actions again where you can approve or block the device, or you can do remote wipes. You can cancel that remote wipe as well as doing some additional things there. So you can see kind of the variety of actions that you can choose from in these scenarios. So at the end of the day, the nice thing about the security investigation tool is it's easily accessible through the Google admin panel. You can choose a lot of variety of search abilities to find the right email, the right document, the right device that you're actually pulling an investigation for. You can drill down to get a little bit more granular in terms of the information for that specific piece of information. And then you can remediate and take action right from that single console so that you can keep the data in the domain very safe from a privacy standpoint. So that's really the investigation tool in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have further questions, feel free to reach out. You can reach us obviously at wursta.com, or you can email us at info@wursta.com. Have a great day. Thank you.